Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is May 19th, 2022. It's a Thursday. Let's take a look at the latest news in the world of Monster Strike. We've got a good amount of new stuff to go through, so let's not dilly-dally too much. Of course, we have Shanti making her debut tomorrow, so if you want to take her on for the very first time, that is 7 p.m. Japan time tomorrow to take Shanti on. Of course, tomorrow will also be Monster Strike Day. That is the 20th of each month. Sorry, 10th, 20th, and 30th of each month. And this time you can pick up a Tokudama for the current event, along with some other goodies. I guess that level scroll isn't too bad. And getting that bell, if you have 3 or more lucky monsters, is certainly a nice additional prize to pick up for yourself. We are also going to be getting a new Chozetsu Impossible Quest. It will feature Noin here. And her first appearance will also be at 7 p.m., but it will be next Friday. So we'll get another reminder next week about that for sure. In addition, we will be getting the newest Abyss Floors, alternate Abyss Floors, alternate floors 26 through 30 will now be available as of the next session starting on the 23rd of May. So if you find yourself struggling, I know I really hate 26, I believe. So if you want to take on the alternate version of that stage, well, good news. You're going to see what kind of new challenges they decide to throw at you, and probably some, new alternate EX floor that you can choose to farm on, depending whether or not you like what's currently available. We also got the announcement of a new Elemental exclusive monster. It is Shotoku Taishi, Prince Shotoku, if you want the English name, I guess. He will be an exclusive to the Red Stars gacha, and I think the art looks really nice there. If you want the details on him, you can look that up in-game for sure. Well, here's a good thing that you want to keep your eyes out, and this is probably something that you will need to pay attention to here. You will be able to get some special Tokudamas, and they will apply. One set will apply to the Red Stars gacha, and one set will apply to the current event gacha. And how this works is from the 20th through the 22nd. So that's two full days worth. You will be able to get Tokudamas for the Red Stars gacha. When you clear this quest, you are guaranteed to get 5 Tokudama drops. Also, let me stress that you must be the host to earn these Tokudamas. So there is no real reason to join quest. You're not going to get anything bonus Tokudamas out of it, right? Only the host gets this. You're guaranteed to get 5 drops, and you can play this twice during the session. You can only play it once per day, but if you're diligent about it, you'll be able to get 5 on day 1, 5 on day 2, for a total of 10 Tokudamas for the Red Stars gacha, which is really nice. Again, 5 per day, once, maximum once per 24-hour, Monster Strike day. Now, once the 22nd rolls around, it's 4 a.m., then the quest switches to being for the current event. And this one is not guaranteed to get 5 drops. You will have a random roll of 1 through 5 drops, and same rule, this is available for 3 whole days, right? The 22nd through the 25th. That is 3 full days in the Monster Strike world, and you can play that 3 times in total, once per day. So maximum you'll get is 15, minimum is 3 for the event gacha. So that's pretty cool to see for sure. And of course, we are getting a new version. 23.2 will be coming to the world of Monster Strike on the 26th of May. The maintenance there will be about 6 hours long. And this is just a sneak peek as to what is coming. First thing is, I think this is really nice, being able to filter your box for monsters that can be Transcension Kai. And so, I believe this does include monsters who are at the lower level, right? You haven't evolved yet, but their final state does have a unlocked Transcension Kai state. So this should be an easier way to see which monsters you can pull up that that level of evolution, so that you can get them to the final stage, which is really nice. Also, a small update on the sorting. Basically, when you were ever sorting by ability or waku waku no mi, which is an able berry, it would show everything, right? With this new update, if you are filtering on a specific ability and you sort by, that thing you're filtering on, then it will only show you those monsters. Before, I guess maybe I can check while I'm talking about it. But I guess right now it was actually just showing everything, even if you did filter by a specific ability, it would still just show everything in order, and you'd have to scroll by or something like that. I don't think this is a really big update, but maybe this was annoying to folks before, and so they fixed it. Anyways, as I talk, I will try to do it in my box. And actually, I don't even have it hooked up to my computer, so even if I did it, you wouldn't see it. But so if you filter for a null gravity barrier, for example, and then try to sort by abilities, the gravity barrier is on top, but you get all the other abilities afterwards. So at least it'll properly respect the filtering, I think is what they're saying. And we've got a new event coming up, and it is the Zetsu-Kyuu Tournament. And what this is the replacement for the reverse tower. We did talk about that. As of this session, we would no longer be getting the reverse tower. We will be getting this event, which will take place starting next week and will last until the 6th. And how it works is basically you're going to be placed into a tournament. It is against NPCs. You're not playing against other people. You are playing against the enemies, bosses in the game. And you want to beat your opponents at their quest so that you can get some rewards. If you win, you'll move on to the tournament and you'll keep going. And I'm sorry if this is too small, so I'll make sure to read it out. You can also check it out on ENG Monst to get the full details on the slides as well. But basically, there are 4 rounds that you need to win in order to win the tournament. You'll start with the qualifiers, the blue stage on the left. And then once you beat that, you'll move on to the main tournament in red. Basically, what you need to do is you'll have an opponent. You need to beat that opponent in their respective quest. If you beat them, you will move on in the tournament. Also, an important note is that if you join other people's quests, right? If you just want to help them out, for example, you can pre-clear those quests. So let's say, for example, I haven't even started my quest yet. I'm still technically only taking on Yamatake. But I go up and help somebody else and beat... actually, can't see who else is there. I don't know. I think I see Kane there, right? On the bottom right. Let's say I beat that quest. It will be marked as clear for me. And if Kane happens to beat everybody else and make it to the finals... and I've already cleared his quest, I don't have to clear it again. It will be automatically marked as cleared. However, do keep in mind that there is no guarantee that a monster, a quest that you've cleared helping somebody else will actually show up in your tournament as well. So there's no guarantee about that. So it's not a real benefit to help because you only need to clear a certain amount of quests. But that's just something that you can think about. Ooh. Sorry, my BGM just died. There you go. And good news is even if you lose, despite the fact that this is a tournament, you can still retry the quest again. So do not worry. It's not like the first, image of the reverse tower where, you died and it was over. You can restart. So keep playing it again until you can clear those respective quests. And of course, the boss monsters will not drop. So this quest is simply just to clear it for the sake of the tournament. Now, it does appear that the quests will be fixed for all strikers, right? So this is what the tournament will look like. The qualifiers look like the fixture on the left, and the main tournament looks like how it does on the right. However, like I said, there's no guarantee which character will win on the other tournament battles. So it's not going to look exactly the same. I don't believe. I didn't see anything that would make me believe that it's the exact same tournament. So I think it's just a roll of the dice to see which monster ends up winning. Why some of these monsters have luck put on them, we'll talk about that in a second. But the important thing is that, this is just how the fixture looks like for this appearance. Next appearance, the monsters quests that are showing up will be different. Alright, so now let's talk about that. You can see that the monsters, aside from yours, right, you will always start in the top left, by the way, does have a luck indicator on them. So what does that mean? Well, there is a chance that for every round, except for the finals, there is a chance that your opponent will forfeit the game. And the chance for that monster to forfeit that battle will scale based on the maximum luck of that monster that you have in your box, right? So this is trying to encourage you to max luck these monsters to make your life easier for this Zetsu-Kyuu tournament. And that's actually interesting because you may not know. I think I've said it once in a while. I have not max lucked a wide majority of anything above an impossible quest. And in fact, I only have max like 2 Gozetsu monsters because everything else just seemed not that important. But this does bring it up an interesting point. So, even if that monster forfeits, you will receive all rewards as usual that you would have gotten if you had played it normally. So don't worry about that. And also an important point is just because you have a max luck of that monster does not guarantee that that monster will forfeit the match right away. So it's just a chance. I don't know what the percentage chance is. Well, I'm sure we'll have plenty of folks gathering those numbers online so we can get a better idea of what the chances are for a skip given that you have a max luck. But it's an interesting prospect for sure. And of course, here are the rewards for the Zetsu-Kyuu tournament. You can see that the total orb count is on par with what you would have gotten from the reverse tower. And it's definitely less work, right? Reverse tower, you did have to complete 20 stages, whereas this you only have to clear 8. Now, of course, this is going to be a little bit harder because they are going to be Chozetsu and Bakuzetsu level difficulties. So perhaps for those of you who are just starting out, this might be a jump in difficulty than what you were dealing with the reverse tower. But for those of you who are veterans to the game and maybe have a well-developed box, it is certainly going to be less work to clear this with only 8 stages. Maximum 8 stages, right? Minimum, if you get really lucky, you might only have to clear 2 whole stages to finish this off. You can also see some rewards there, right? You got some Waku Waku Mins, Ableberry Stick, Insta Transcend Shawl is always nice, and a Ableberry Scroll as well. There are also other rewards for completing the tournament. If you end up winning the main tournament, right? You finish it all to the end. You will get the bonus of being able to skip the qualifiers for the next session. So I said that maybe you only have to clear 8 stages. You might only need to clear 4 stages. And if you get really lucky, you might only need to clear 1, the final. And don't worry, you will, of course, receive all the rewards that you get for skipping the qualifier tournaments. So because you finished as the winner for the main tournament, you will get those rewards next month automatically for free. So that is awesome sauce for sure. Also, there is a small, like a boasting reward with that badge there. If you don't lose once in the main tournament, you will be able to get this badge. And this badge updates the number you see in the middle each time you are able to complete the main tournament without losing once. So, if you want to show off to your other buddies in the world of Monster Strike, you can use this badge to show off how good you are at these quests. So, pretty cool update. I'm looking forward to it to see how it works. It's like a really watered down, Jades, right? Like, I mean, you don't even have to worry about duplicate monsters. but you are taking on those Chozetsu, Bakuzetsu level quests to finish, this skipping for the normal Tower of Champions, which is great. I think this is a great alternative to the reverse tower as of this moment, because it certainly was a pain in the butt to have to redo that tower all the time. This should be more straightforward, I think. Alright, we've got some Transcension Kais, and of course if you're paying attention to the Taiwanese news, you saw that they did get Maso to a Transcension Kai already, so everybody put on their surprise faces in the Discord channel when we saw this announcement that Maso would be getting her Transcension Kai. Her abilities here, she only has 2 main abilities. It is Super Null Gravity Berry and Super Null Warp. But on the Connect skill, she also gets Super Mind Super EL, which is huge. Remember, Super Mind Super EL allows you to start every stage with 4 minds, maximizing your output for the first turn of each map stage. It is huge. Huge. Like, even quests that don't have mines at all, you're going to be able to do maximum damage. Even with mines on the stage, you have to pick them up first. You don't have to go through that step of picking them up. And in reality, right, it is pretty difficult to get 4 mines without hitting anything ahead of time. So this is a pretty big update to Maso, I believe. She also gets Drain on that. Connect skill is not that difficult. You need 2 different classes than herself. I believe she was a deity type, so that should not be too difficult to do. Or you just need to make sure your team has a total luck of 100 or more to be able to activate those Connect skills, which I think you want. But look at that. That is 3 super null abilities, right? Now again, they are the 3 classic gimmicks there, so you can argue that she's going to miss out on the newer stages, but I think this is a pretty big this is a pretty big improvement to Maso. Where she can shine will be interesting to see for sure. Strike Shot is a 16 plus 8 speed and power up, and you see those 2 red and green characters surrounding her on the character. That gets planted on when you start using your Strike Shot, and Maso will move, and those guys will be firing a water type laser at Maso, damaging anything that gets in the way there. So pretty cool Strike Shot there. Bomb combo is a water Chozetsu Pure Spread EL3 along with the Attach Bomb 6, which is always a satisfying bump combo. So definitely excited to see how Maso fares. I do believe I have her on my main, so that'll be fun to play with. We also got a second Transcension Kai in the Taiwanese version, and so that came across to the Japanese version as well. Seiobo here in wood is going to be our second Transcension Kai monster. Abilities here is Super Null Gravity Barrier, Null Speed Down Wall, Recovery M, and Status Effect Recovery. The Connect skill, there are 3 in there. We've got Super Null Damage Wall, Bump Combo Boost, and Wall Strike Shot Turn Reducer. The requirement here is not that difficult. You need 1 different type, so 1 non-balanced type in your team, or your team luck is 100 or more. So pretty easy requirements there. You've got 2 super null abilities. You've got a super null speed down wall, which is a newer set of gimmicks. So, and a lot of utility there with the recoveries, strike shot turn reducers, her bump combo boost as well. Both of them being wood types, so slap, taking on that super balanced bonus on them is going to be really nice. Strike shot is a 22 plus 8. She will go through walls, and there will be a follow-up meteor attack to all enemies, which scale based on the amount of enemies you hit. Bump combo is a wood cross clone bullet and a all enemy pierce lock on shockwave 3. So 7 abilities, very strong. Will be interesting to see how she can make a difference, and I do believe I have her on my tablet, so that'll be cool to play around with. We also get a Transcension this week, and it is going to be Zhao Yun, Cho-un in Japanese, if you prefer that pronunciation. His abilities, we got No Warp, Super Mind, Super M. We got the Kami-O Slayer M, that is the Deity and Fiend types. No block and strike shot turn reducer are on the gauge. Strike shot is a 24 plus 4 speed and power up and will delay all hit enemies. Bump combo is a light Chozetsu Pierce spread EL3 along with a wood super mid-range spread 9. Bounce speed type as well, so I think not bad. We've got a no block, warp, and super Minesweeper M. Again, always a fan of super Minesweeper abilities. And the Slayer being on the main means you can take advantage of those. The bump combos can take advantage of that Slayer and do that extra damage. And of course, Deity and Slayer types, Fiend types are quite popular in boss stages. Next news will be same time as usual, so make sure you stay tuned to this channel if you want to see more. Here are your lucky monsters, and we will wrap it up for the day. So, if you like what you saw, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below. Otherwise, ENG Monst is available to see all these slides. They are already up there for you to look at again. And, of course, the Discord channel is available for you to talk with other folks who love the game and speak English. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.